MotorWeek is made possible by Lucas Oil, Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper, and TireRack.com.
The Honda Accord is celebrating 40 years of US production. Coupes and sedans, internal combustion and hybrids, manual transmissions, and sweet pop-up headlights, it's played into consumer trends rather accordingly. It's been a common sight on American highways and byways for decades, and that's not changing anytime soon with the introduction of this 11th gen model, new for 2023. This latest iteration is available in a variety of trims spread across two powertrains, but we're spending our first drive with the top trim Touring Hybrid. It's powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine and a pair of electric motors. They bring total system output to 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque, both small increases over the outgoing hybrids. Our Touring Hybrid is also EPA rated at 46 mpg city, 41 mpg highway, and 44 mpg combined. Not bad, but the EXL can get those numbers up to 51, 44, and 48 respectively.
I think a good way to summarize driving the new Accord, or at least the Accord Hybrid, is satisfying. It has just enough power to do what you need it to do, and to do so comfortably. And speaking of, it is a comfortable ride without being too floaty. Actually, I'd say that this handles exceptionally well for a sedan of this size. Not quite as darty as the latest Civic, for example, but still well balanced and receptive to my modest commuter inputs.
Regardless of which trim you peruse and ultimately take out to cruise, the 11th gen Accord benefits from a stiffer body and improved suspension, and an updated look more in line with Honda's current design language. Moving inside is where it's really popping off. Well, sort of.
Right, so the interior of the new Accord, it's humble, it's modest, and some would say it's simple, but that's okay. It has been updated to better fit Honda's design language, so for example, you have this mesh here on the dash with the integrated vents. In my opinion, it looks quite nice, but arguably the biggest changes have been made to the tech. So, starting off, we have a 10-inch driver's display here, which on the Hybrid has a power meter on the left side. It looks pretty cool. But my favorite piece of tech has to be the 12.3-inch infotainment screen. It's the biggest put in a Honda yet. It's colorful, it's sharp and crisp, and it really doesn't have any input lag, which, look, I'm a tech guy, but you don't need to be a tech person to appreciate it. And since this is the Touring Hybrid, we do have Google Assistant built in, so, observe. Hey Google, take me to Wawa.
Sure, Wawa 4.3 miles away.
And away we go. Now I should note that smartphone integration is standard across the board, though only the large screen here can do it wirelessly. And since we have a top trim model, we also get a head-up display. Again, it's sharp, it's got some color to it, and it doesn't seem to wash out when things get a little bright outside. Granted, these aren't the brightest conditions, but hopefully you get my point.
The 2023 Honda Accord starts just under $30,000 with delivery. That's for an ICE-powered LX trimmed model. The first hybrid, that's the Sport, starts in the low to mid-30s. And to get all the top amenities, naturally you'll need to pay a little higher of a premium. The top trim Touring Hybrid starts just under $40K with delivery. It's still being built at the Marysville auto plant in Ohio, which means this quote about the '84 Accord has, so far, aged like a fine wine.
It's important that Honda should now make their high-value, upmarket cars in America. It's good for Honda and it's good for Ohio. With more than luck, we hope the designs will continue to be good and the workforce dedicated.
We'll be digging deeper in an upcoming road test, but for now, drive safe and stay tuned to MotorWeek.